Hello guys. How are you? Nice to meet you all. Welcome to this advanced English pronunciation practice. We'll have 2 dynamic activities for you. Pay attention to strengthen your language skills. Let's get started.
Double consonants and consonant clusters. Guided practice for advanced English pronunciation students at the C1 level. Objectives: improve pronunciation accuracy, increase fluency in speech, foster confidence in oral communication, hone auditory skills. Explanation: in advanced English at C1 level, mastering double consonants and consonant clusters is crucial. For example, in the word butter, the double tt is pronounced with a brief pause between the 2 articulations to maintain clarity. Similarly, in strengths, it's important to articulate the consonant cluster ngths clearly to avoid blending sounds and maintain accuracy in pronunciation. Mastering these elements helps improve fluency and auditory comprehension in advanced English. Examples: double consonants and consonant clusters. Butter, summer, better, letter, button, happy, coffee, different, strength, plants, address, suggest, manner, pillow, happen, across, ribbon, collect, dinner, success, grammar, broccoli, fluffy, narrow, passport. Let's start with the first activity. Listen and repeat the tongue twisters. Tongue twisters. Butter. Betty bought butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter, so Betty bought better butter to make her batter better. Summer. Sally sold seashells by the seashore every sunny summer. Better. Ben's big brown bear boldly bit the better brown bagel. Letter. Larry loves lively little lizards licking large lemon letters. Button. Bobby bought bright blue buttons, but the bright blue buttons Bobby bought were too big. Tongue twisters. Happy. Howie's happy hamster hops happily over the hay. Coffee. Connie's cozy cafe serves creamy coffee cakes with cocoa. Different. Danny's dancing daisies delightfully display different shades of delicate petals. Strength. Sammy's strong, sturdy sister Sarah swings swiftly on the swing set. Plants. Penny plants pretty purple pansies in her perfectly patterned garden. Tongue twisters. Address. Andy and Amy eagerly ate apples at Aunt Alice's ancient address. Suggest. Susie suggests selling shiny silver souvenirs at her seaside shop. Manner. Mary's merry monkey mimics messy manners in the muddy marsh. Pillow. Peter's plump puppy plops peacefully on the plaid pillow. Happen. Howie heard Henry humming happily while hopping in the hallway. Tongue twisters. Across. Annie's anxious antelope awkwardly ambled across the ancient arches. Ribbon. Rosie's round red robin rips ribbons for Randy's rowdy rabbits. Collect. Carla collects colorful coins in her clean, cozy cottage. Dinner. Dylan's dainty dachshund devours deliciously decadent dinners daily. Success. Sally's silly sister Susie successfully sews 6 sequin scarves. Tongue twisters. Grammar. Gary's great-grandma gives Gary gentle grammar guidance. Broccoli. Bobby's baby brother bites big broccoli bunches for breakfast. Fluffy. Freddy's fluffy fox frolics freely in the frosty forest. Narrow. Nancy's naughty neighbor never navigates narrow neighborhood roads. Passport. Patty's playful parrot packed a purple passport for Paris. Let's start with the second activity. Instruction. Watch and listen to how the following double consonants are used as movie lines. Butter.
His nickname was Butter Biscuit.
Yes.
More than you love peanut butter?
Yes.
Offer, would you hand me the butter knife, please?
Lots of butter.
Smothered with butter, some of that whipped cream.
Peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
What?
Would you like us
Summer.
to assign someone to butter your muffin?
Is butter a carb?
The traps work better with a little peanut butter.
She asked you something about your trouble with your mice, and you mentioned something about peanut butter.
Summer.
I didn't think summer session was gonna be so crowded.
It was a summer of change, a summer of big developments, and a summer of making new friends.
So what's your job this summer?
Job? Being a...
I thought it was just a summer thing.
Actually, no, I've, kind of unplugged this summer.
Here for the summer. And I'm doing the LA Massacre next week. Pool competition tomorrow.
Oh, remember the summer we all were gonna get those tattoos of the 90210 characters on our ankle, right?
Everyone, Summer. Excuse me, I have to take this.
And here was Summer, wanting him there.
Camp, summer, position.
Better.
For Carlos. Well, that makes it a bit better.
You better grab it now while it still fits in his hands.
So if you want it, you better cut it.
I like the good book better.
Jesse, this is not a game. You get all cute, you get in my panties, and next thing I know, I'm buying peanut butter in Chicago. You're not gonna make it better by some little pickup line.
Carter ran around acting the daddy.
Really?
Better you knock your girl up than to have people think somebody else did it behind your back.
But you have to admit I was much better the second time.
Actually, better yet, you ever shoot a piece of me?
You'd be better off just telling everybody you have a birth defect.
Is that better?
Okay.
Letter.
I loved your letter.
I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna write her a letter.
You might want to write a letter or something.
In a letter I can be effer goddamn Besson.
See?
There you go.
Every month she writes you another letter.
A lot of it's punctuation. You got a letter.
It's a style. What? Yeah, like, you know, when you think that letter, all I could think about was the money.
The first letter of the first word.
I was intrigued by your letter, but I can't say I wholly understood it.
I wish I could just explain it all in a letter to Nikki because it was minor.
Button.
No, it's very important. Just go and press the button. Get 5 minutes.
Which button do I press to turn it off?
Immediately, my feet began to sweat as those two fluffy little bunnies with the blue button eyes stared sappily up at me.
If, however, one of you
presses the button, I'll let that boat live.
1, 2, button my shoe.
There's an on-off button on the back of the ring.
You got a belly button? Two belly.
Maybe your movie freaked mind lost its reality button.
Button yourself up.
Okay, button, tell me where they are.
Happy.
God gave me the talent to pose for pictures. And it seems to make people happy.
AJ doesn't look too happy to see Paige.
Well, I'm thinking that I want to brighten the place up. So, what's a happy color? What could I do?
There's yellow.
I'll be full and happy, and we can part.
I'm not so sure I'm happy to see you in here, Einer.
Oh yeah, he's just happy to be home with you.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. You start off happy and stupid, and I was happy.
I'm so happy. She thinks. Happy baby shower, bitches!
Happy now?
Coffee.
I made some coffee for you.
Great.
This is the best drip coffee I think I have ever dripped anywhere.
I couldn't find your coffee, but I hope you like the way I made your tea.
There's my number. So maybe we can go out for coffee sometime. Iced coffee, one Splendor, right?
What are you, deaf? Can I get a little coffee, please?
Okay, why are you filming me and speaking coffee?
Hey, what can I get you? Small coffee, sure.
Here, have some coffee.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Would you like coffee?
That'd be great.
Different.
I want to cry on the day, so I want to check my mascaras, make sure it doesn't run. So I'm trying out all these different ones.
The way I see Helena is totally different.
When I used to live in all those different homes, I used to take travel magazines, and I'd cut all the pictures out, and I would fantasize that I was there.
Charlie, you could take a dozen different routes to the airport.
It's just that when you took charge tonight, I saw you in a totally different light.
I'm just saying.
What? Movies and porno are different.
That way, each one can be a different flavor.
It was just a different time. They didn't warn. So dense with all the different clans and weapons and all that stuff.
We have this book that's with all different kinds of colors that you can get.
No, this one's different. She's not some.
Strength.
Ignorance is strength.
Give me strength.
I have to get my strength back.
You think you're the only one who could learn the strength to escape?
Go!
Strength and honor. I was there the day the strength of men failed.
God, who is our refuge and our strength.
My brains, his steel and your strength against 60 men, and you think a little head jiggle is supposed to make me happy?
You will hear him in his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand.
Give me the strength for what I must do.
Plants.
It's a crop no one plants these days.
Bob, the plants are gonna die.
How to identify edible plants, how to make clothes from animal skins, how to survive in the forest with nothing but a knife.
People started coming out of the woodwork to ask me stuff. Admire my plants, admire me. And you know why I like plants?
Opium plants are hardy enough to outlive any war.
You should get some houseplants.
Oh, yeah. I had yoga, learned to cook, bought some plants, took classes in Mandarin.
The plants, the water in those pools, the very ground itself.
Address.
You write down your former address.
Why?
And your address?
He has my email address.
Phone number and address for the motel he's living in.
I have the address.
What is your current address?
Go to this address.
The DA's office didn't have a forwarding address.
You can send mail to this address. It's South Dakota.
Okay, what's the ad?
Suggest.
And the second we say goodbye to Henry, you suggest that maybe I should give up my dream job because you feel bad?
I can't do nothing about you, but suggest that you get some serious fucking medical attention.
I suggest you get Joe as deep into the jungle as you can, as fast as you can.
It was enough to suggest that his condition was psychological, not physical.
His hands don't suggest any particular occupation, no.
And did Phil ever suggest you do anything about it?
I suggest you go home and jump on whoever you got.
And what do you suggest?
I suggest we take her back to bed and then go down to see what's happening.
Before you are dismissed, Mr. Stiff Sticker, I suggest you count your bees.
Manner.
We're us. We certainly won't be addressed in this manner.
No.
In a manner of speaking. Two of them.
As usual, you are completely free to fulfill the obligation in any manner you so desire.
I don't need luck. I'm a professional, and I have an excellent bedside manner.
People in this town drive in a very counterintuitive manner.
Did they teach you about bedside manner in medical school?
That will depend on the manner of your return.
And something in her air and manner of walking.
What manner of man is this?
Pillow.
And one time at band camp, we weren't supposed to have pillow fights, but we had a pillow fight, and it was so much fun.
This is the kind of pillow talk that got that Russian girl disappeared.
Your eyes got shot with secret chains. That pill army's eventually set free.
I mean, I would kiss my pillow.
I found Wendy's hairbrush underneath my pillow this morning.
Mom! Hurry, 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 hurry! Pick up the pillow!
Put the pillow between you. Make a...
How much are you asking for this pillow?
Well, we can't because of Pillow Pants. Pillow Pants is a little troll who lives in her pussy.
Happen.
So you're cutting the cord? What's gonna happen?
I happen to like this music. They tell good stories.
They said that would happen in hell. When I learned about it. Yeah. They taught me about it.
And now I'm making it happen.
See? Good things happen when you're willing to go for it. I happen to work on an estate.
So how does it happen? Great love.
I don't know when it'll happen.
How could you let this happen? You've ruined my life.
What will happen to those two rogues when they are caught?
You just wait till tonight.
What's gonna happen tonight?
Across.
I've just been checking you out from across the cafe, and I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but you are by far the best looking woman in this place.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna take Zane and Laura across, and then I'm coming back.
Like, examining the texture of your knee as his gnarled hand moves across it.
Yeah, I even heard of some fools who took off, chased with rumors across the country.
The way you run your nail across my,
You're difficult to get along with.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Bah.
I mean, drama, a lot of meaningful looks across the parking lot.
I'd just become an investigator when I came across Sammy.
Kids, get across the river.
And we come across these young fellas from Cork.
Across the street.
Ribbon.
Hello? Mr. Ribbon!
You think they just hand that blue ribbon out? Do you?
Feels the ribbon.
I just happened to be looking for some ribbon.
Yeah, Chris.
Yes, Mr. Ribbon, I would love to have the opportunity to sit with you to discuss some of our products and...
Shall we all look for some ribbon together?
Could you put a ribbon on it?
Cardinal Glick cuts ribbon on Catholicism WOW campaign. And?
With a big ribbon on his head!
Collect.
Supposed to collect something? Raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government.
Where will they come to collect?
A collect call from Nick.
All I have to do is collect more than anyone else, and homosexuals are the perfect place to start. What?
That's right. By the time I get through with you, you won't be able to collect 2 cents in that collection plate on Sunday.
One is for the questionnaire and one is for the specimens I need to collect.
I got the stuff some people collect. You're the one soul he'd come up here himself to collect.
I didn't come this far not to collect my money.
Dinner.
I'm having dinner with my wife's folks.
Because I would like to make you a homemade dinner.
At dinner, it struck me that we were sharing a meal with a group of strangers.
Yes, he likes an early dinner. Why do you think I canceled my dinner? Dinner is served.
When I was 8, my father's boss came to dinner, and it was a really big deal, and my mother made bouffe bourguignon.
You really don't think so?
Hey, remind me in the morning. I promised the boys steamers for dinner tomorrow night.
Okay, dinner is served on the easternmost botanical mezzanine.
Actually, I have dinner plans.
Success.
Her social life is a huge success, and she sacrifices it all. Yeah, she's destructive.
But how do you keep kids like this? And Santa's broken toys from broken homes and almost always broke from celebrating their success.
Success follows experience.
Without you, there is no hope of success.
No, a real success. The success we've been dreaming about.
I'd like to wish you the best of success.
You always excelled, but not because you craved success, but because of your fear of failure.
The movie was a great success, and Ben proved to be very good company for Vicky.
They met me in the day of success.
Grammar.
Oh, can you check these for spelling and grammar?
In fact, underneath the poor grammar and the atrocious spelling, I believe there lies the heart and soul of a great writer.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.
Great grammar.
Danny.
Today, we are going to learn grammar.
A grammar insult? A syntax barb?
Grammar police.
I can use that same software to compare grammar and syntax to match the author of a paragraph, a page, a book.
The children attended school at Benjamin Franklin Grammar School, about 2 miles from the family's home.
Like, I remember all the telephone numbers of all my friends from grammar school.
Broccoli.
I've been better. Broccoli.
She does eat broccoli.
You got your broccoli, you got your beet.
You don't put the broccoli stems in the blender, just the flower heads.
Oh, it's broccoli!
Defrosted to perfection. Finish your vegetables.
He doesn't like broccoli.
What about my cabbage and broccoli juice?
You like broccoli?
Yes.
Oh, this is broccoli.
Yes, carrots and broccoli.
Fluffy.
He's a fluffy little boy, isn't he?
Fluffy white inside.
I had a fluffy white cat called Snuffles.
And Fluffy has miraculously appeared.
There you go, Fluffy.
Boss Man and Fluffy.
Sitting on a fluffy white cloud in a place called paradise.
You are like two big fluffy sponges just soaking everything up.
Fluffy, soft.
Yes, and I will wave this magic wand for no reason. And then Fluffy has magically vanished before your very eyes.
Narrow.
I said get your narrow behind in this kitchen now.
Righty, I know I've got quite a few, but I think we can narrow it down to these 3 here. Now this...
To narrow the area.
Benefits shrink, options narrow, and your compensation will be shriveled.
Besides, I have a very narrow band.
So just enter the names, narrow down the search right off the bat.
Why don't you sit your narrow ass down, Ponytail?
Now, in that narrow corridor, their numbers will count for nothing.
It'll narrow it down.
Did you guys narrow your list off of this?
Always the same narrow people, the same mindless chatter.
Passport.
He used the passport I gave him and went to Austria.
But no passport.
I went to the passport office today.
You know, my passport was revoked en route to Latin America.
So I thought to myself, who else has a European passport?
Gonna need a first-class seat, passport, 10,000 in cash. Put that with the negotiable papers if you would.
Passport people didn't have any record of that.
You didn't remember to pack my passport.
Of course. This is my passport.
This passport depends on my life. Grazie, signor.
Moscow airport officials say he won't be permitted to make his connective flight because the U.S. government has revoked his passport.
Recommendation. Repeat the activities to achieve perfect mastery of the language. Do it daily for 1 week, and your English will be quite fluent.
I want to recommend that if you complete this entire practice for a week, you will gain mastery of the language and good pronunciation. Until next time.